Hey you guys, it's me Gemstone at tarotforhealing.com. I hope you guys are doing really well. This is your weekly reading. This is a general reading. I'm going to be using the Victorian Steampunk Tarot today. I wanted to use my Shadowscapes, but I couldn't actually get it. It's like now getting my decks is more work because I have stuff like in front of where it's stored, and it's just I have to try and reorganize things to make it easier. But let me see what comes up, because the week is like already begun. Like by the time you guys see this, it's going to be Tuesday. So oh, the first card is the Fool, which is interesting that it came up. It's interesting just for like my own like personal reasons. Just because I am studying the fourth deck, and I recently like was covering the interpretation of the Fool like in the fourth deck. So to me, like this Fool card with this interpretation in this deck is definitely about transformation energy. It's about transformation energy is usually more of, well, it can obviously be connected with the Fool, but it can be connected with the Death card as well. It's sort of that you're going through this transition. What I love about this interpretation is that it's the butterfly sort of flying over the mountains, and mountains can represent obstacles and difficulties, and it's like you're sailing past those. So it's like you're flying high, you're getting over issues and stuff that have been arising. You have spirit guiding you, or this could be a spirit, this could be an actual physical person in your life, like a person that has maybe seen you through this transformation, or a person that has been there and supported you through this time, and they're just sort of being a support to you. Also, this is a card about taking risks, taking new leaps into new adventures, having fun, being free, being able to, like this egg is like, it's a new creation, it's a new development, with purity as well. There's a sense of purity that comes with this card, and innocence that comes with this card. And so with this innocence, it's almost like you're able to really fully embrace a new sense of self and a new sense of being. You still have your logic and your reasoning, but it's almost like you're not letting them bog you down or weigh you down to the point that you are afraid to move, like sort of dealing with analysis paralysis. It's like if you've been in that phase, it's like you're passing that phase. Or for some of you guys, it's like that's not even an issue for you, because you're just, again, like you're flying high, you're going into new endeavors, or going to new places, having new experiences. And so it's just a really good time for change and a breath of fresh air to kind of enter your life. You have the Seven of Beetles here, which is really crazy, because I was just talking about analysis paralysis. And this card can mean that it's, I don't know, it's a different energy. It kind of has this energy of having to wait, having to be patient. And I kind of feel like that might be difficult for some of you guys that are really embracing this Full kind of energy, because it's kind of saying new endeavors and new things. It's going to take time. There has to be this transforming period, which is so interesting because this card shows the butterfly, and last week we had the Death card, and I was doing the reading on my uh reading cloth, which has butterflies on it as well. So it's really talking about some really big transformation kind of energy. And so what I'm feeling here is that this reading is very much connecting to last week's reading, and it's kind of saying that with time and dedication, with being patient, that's how you're really going to experience this Fool energy. The interesting thing about the Fool is that it's like a highly spiritual card. It represents like the higher planes, things that are not of this world. And so it's almost like saying that if you want to create really significant changes, especially really significant spiritual changes, or really receive that sense of enlightenment, it's going to come from the time and the effort that you invest into these things. Change is not easy. It's not the quickest thing in the world. It takes time to really build a foundation, because it's easy to use this energy in a reckless way and just try to create something that isn't going to have the legs to really hold up like for a long time. So for you, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to really invest in the things that you want to see, or the changes that you want to see. And so And also this card really speaks about how do you invest your time, how do you invest your money, how do you invest your energy. So if you're kind of feeling like that's something that you're having an issue with, maybe you're finding a lot of your time is going to something that isn't really fulfilling you, or isn't really serving you in the way that it should, it's kind of saying that now is the time for you to reassess those things. So that's the next card. The next card is the Two of Beetles. So again, it's like it's sort of connecting with this Seven of Beetles card, where it's kind of saying that you have to bring things into equilibrium. Especially with this eight here, you have to bring things into balance. This card is about juggling things, being flexible, but it's also about to me, it's also about a sense of moderation as well, because you have to be able to really look at things and really analyze things with this card. And it's telling you the reason why you need to analyze things is that you need to bring things back into balance. And not only that, but it could be saying that being that these are two pentacles cards, it could be saying that you have to sort of think about the way that you invest your money as well. Maybe you have to be a bit more careful. Maybe you have to save a bit more, or focus on saving more versus spending more. And you have to kind of balance things out financially and make sure that you are being responsible with money and stuff. Because I'm kind of feeling like with this Fool card, it can speak of being irresponsible with money and things, doing things on a whim, doing things because it's fun and exciting, but you're not thinking about the long-term consequences. Whereas this card is saying that you need to think more about the future and more about um, what is really important at this time, and not just be so flippant about the way you do things in terms of finances. And also it's saying that you may have to face some realities when it comes to these things. So it might be maybe making more or taking more time to kind of look through statements, seeing how much you're generally spending and stuff like that. Because in nowadays, especially because so many things are done via card, it's like nowadays money is really it's like it's a form of technology. Like a lot of the money that we're spending, that we're sort of using, isn't even physical money. So because of that, we can't literally see the money going a lot of the time, especially when we're using cards, buying stuff over the internet, using PayPal, stuff like that. We don't see it. So sometimes because we don't see it, we don't actually know like how much we have going out. So I kind of feel like these cards are also speaking of being responsible in that kind of sense as well. If it wasn't talking about finances, it is talking about needing to really be patient to see a certain result, and also being able to invest your time and use your time effectively. Um, so yeah, especially if you have future plans, maybe it's about saving for maybe things that you can do in the future that are fun, but you just have to kind of think about how you're going to afford those things now and be able to do that and maintain your responsibilities at the same time. But it seems that all is going to work out okay because underneath the deck is the star, and wherever the star shows up, it basically shines a light to say that there's hope in this situation. There is something that is guiding you, protecting you, or helping you and supporting you. So with that being said, um, things are going to work out. But I'm kind of drawn to these cards, these cups that are tipped over and pouring out. So I'm kind of seeing with that is that that's why the reading is telling you to really think about the way you invest your time, your energy, and things like that. Because with the cards, with the cup, I'm saying card, with the cup tipping out, it's saying that you might be giving more than you're receiving. So it could be saying maybe you're giving to people and you're not receiving stuff anything back, or it could be saying that maybe you're investing so much energy into something and you're not getting the payoff or seeing the payoff. But so it's saying that you have to work on filling up your own cup. You have to think about yourself, which is interesting because that's what I was feeling with this seven showing up. You have to think about yourself. You have to put your needs first, your own needs first. And with that, sometimes people can view that as being selfish, but really what it's saying is you can't help other people, or you can't do for other people if you're not doing for yourself first. So that's really key, and that's very important for you at this time. So yes, that's your reading, you guys. Peace and many blessings to you. I'll see you. Bye.